When I was little, all I knew was to work when I was little. It's been just survival to keep our family together and fed. All I thought was to be a man, you had to be strong, you had to be macho, no fear. There wasn't much guidance. My parents were never home, so that's how I actually found myself into KVIBE.
These are palalas right here. 1, 2, 3. Bradas. Salt palala. What's salt palala?
We're here in Kalihi Valley, deep in the heart of Honolulu. Probably the last working class district in urban Honolulu. Kalihi Valley means the edge. It's tough, it's gritty, hardworking, but a lot of respect, a lot of love for this place. And so largely made up of Native Hawaiian, Filipino, Pacific Islanders, now a great influx of our Micronesian sisters and brothers.
Kalihi is very unexpected. Kalihi has a lot of surprises. And there's a nonprofit bike organization down in Kalihi called KVIBE, which is really unexpected.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
So KVIBE is a bike shop. You put 12 hours of sweat equity, you get a bike, but you get something more.
When I heard that you could put in 12 hours and walk out with a custom bike, I was like, this is like amazing. I did it for a free bike, but I wanted to feel like I belonged somewhere.
I was about 12 years old when I first came to KVIBE. KVIBE was eventually like a place where I hung out, like set a foundation for me of how I want to live my life.
See, a lot of the kuyas, a lot of the ates, a lot of the older brothers, older sisters, their father, their mothers, their communities working 2 or 3 jobs, and so who's at home? Having that mentor makes all the difference.
We teach them how to fix bikes, how to maintain bikes, and also our cultural circles, where we speak about our social biographies and have a place to express their feelings.
Sons and daughters of
Liberation. When we in this space, we're trying to practice what?
Active listening.
active listening.
Before doing the circle, they're ashamed of who they are. They want to say their English name. They don't want to say their Chuukie's name. They don't want to say their Filipino name. They're afraid when you ask them where there is home, we'll say Hawaii. They won't say from the projects. They won't say from the Philippines or from Micronesia. And so can you imagine a whole community who was colonized, who was displaced, who was immigrant, so they come to KVIBE in this circle and they say, well, no, my name. And I bring this ancestor. And to remember them, that's subversive, that's radical, that's the education that we're having here at KVIBE.
We just want to be our best version of ourselves so we can show the community, show the world who we are and that we exist. And we smiling, and we hopeful, and we bright, and we beautiful, and we brown, right? Young Kings, you guys do this every day.
KVIBE has evolved because of the resources and the help from Movember Foundation. We have at least 7 full-time mentors in the shop running programs. Young kids fixing bikes, but also doing art, music, doing poetry, attending sort of college classes, being invited into public health spaces to tell their stories. We only reached 2 public housings here in Kalihi. We have about 4 or 5 more that we need to reach out to. There's a lot of work to be done in Kalihi and in Hawaii in general.
And so that's what we try to do at KVIBE. We're just changing the narrative of Kalihi, of brown boys. Instead of people saying that they're dumb, they're gangsters, they're dangerous, they're really like loving, caring. It's just, it inspires me.
I think about my 12-year-old self, the kids who don't have mentors. KVIBE is not just a bike shop, but a place of healing for men.
We got all these beautiful bikes and all these spokes, and every single wheel of liberation that you build will get us closer to hopes and spokes.
That circle, to me, is the great equalizer that we have here. They can summon sort of their experiences and they can share their story together. Kalihi is what they have, and so they have to protect it. They have to cherish it. They have to honor it.
Now repeat after me. I am greatest version of myself.
Greatest version of myself.
I am a warrior of my people.
A warrior of my people.
I am an extension of my ancestors.
An extension of my ancestors.
And today, I stand tall.
I stand tall.
Today,
Today,
I stand tall
I stand tall
for my people.
for my people.
Best version of us.
Best version of us.